I heard the tape tear before I saw her, a dry rip. Cardboard giving up. The attic smelled like dust and old summers. The kind that settle in your throat and refuse to leave. I froze on the ladder, one foot suspended, listening to my wife cry into a box as if it might answer back. Photo albums, our names pressed into fading leather. She stacked them carefully, reverently, like order could absolve intent. My phone vibrated. A message preview bloomed in the dark. Realtor confirmed. Paperwork ready after the holiday. I didn't open it. Below us, through the floorboards, came the metallic kiss of a tape measure snapping shut. Laughter, my daughter's, bright and practiced. A man's voice I didn't recognize. Another man's shoes walking through my house like they belonged there. I stepped down without a sound. 2 days early. I had come for quiet. I found inventory. At dinner, the table felt smaller, like the walls had leaned in to listen. My wife spoke too softly. My daughter spoke too much. Her husband watched me with a patience that felt rehearsed. I noticed his new watch. The way he touched my daughter's back when she spoke. A correction disguised as affection. No one said the word sell. Later, my wife followed me onto the porch. She tried to explain the boxes. Her mouth moved. Meaning didn't arrive. She said it was time, she whispered. I repeated. My wife looked past me toward the lake. Silence confirmed everything. That night, I didn't sleep. I listened to the house I built breathe around strangers. I thought about the first nail I drove into that porch. About my daughter handing me a hammer too heavy for her hands. Proud, anyway. In the morning, I stopped asking questions out loud. I don't confront, I observe. Phone records first. Shared calendars disguised as logistics. Messages deleted but not erased by systems that don't care about loyalty. I found signatures dated weeks ago. I found the realtor's number saved under a woman's name. I found the husband's confidence, expanding with every secret he thought was buried. I followed his past quietly. A different state. A last name spelled one letter off. A sealed file reopened by a clerk who remembered me from before. Men, like me, tend to linger in other people's memory. I learned about a stabbing. Years ago, a bar, a blade, a man who almost didn't live. The charge reduced. The witness recanted. Money moved like water through friendly hands. The case slept because it had been paid to sleep. Rage stayed contained. Cold is useful. At home, I fixed a hinge. I made coffee. I nodded while they discussed options like the house was a problem to solve. They mistook my silence for consent. The report arrived on a Tuesday. Heavy, official. I read it twice. Then again, slowly. That evening, I asked my daughter to walk with me to the end of the dock. Fireworks practiced somewhere far away. The lake was flat as glass. I got an offer, she said too quickly. It's generous. I know. I handed her the report. No explanation. I watched the color drain from her face as she reached the part that couldn't be misunderstood. He said it was handled, she whispered. He said no one would ever... I know what he said. She sat. The wood creaked. For a moment, she was small again. He was going to take it all, she said. The house, everything. He said you wouldn't understand. I believed her apology when it came. Belief doesn't equal forgiveness. Inside, her husband looked up from his phone. I placed the envelope on the table. He read fast. He understood faster. It was a long time ago, he said. Yes, I said. And it's still true. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't threaten. I made calls. The witness was found. The payments traced. The case reopened because truth, when properly documented, has weight. When the police arrived, I stood by the window. The lake accepted the night without comment. 7 years is a long time when you thought you'd already escaped. After the house was quiet again. Too quiet. My wife asked if I was all right. I nodded. Truth is flexible when you no longer need it to be shared. My daughter left the next morning. No measurements, no plans. I burned the albums in the fire pit. Memory doesn't deserve preservation when it's been weaponized. When the last ember died, I felt lighter. Not healed, not forgiven. Clear. The house is still mine, but it no longer owns me.